Properties Broadcasting booth, 587-761. 500 and some odd dollars is waiting for you at the top of the stairs. It's Batman Alan Fellows. Second spot, out of Croydon, New Hampshire, the 29 junior Little Aaron Fellow. Third spot out of Belmont, New Hampshire, the number 97. It's going to bring us back to back. Fourth spot. They'll be fine, and we can help them apart. Down through the 603 Melbourne collision stop zone. Batman's going to run up loose. Batman turned it back to 1985, and Aaron Fellows Jr. turned it around on a speed cycle. So the school guys might need to do fire suit after that one, Marco. May or may not have had to put his foot through the firewall to stop that car in 1 and 2. Well, I would too. It is same thing for Little Aaron Fellows, the Tennessee Highway City Victor Branch Concrete sponsor 29 Junior. He's kindly getting early to figure out some of the good things. Well, you know, it happens every once in a while. The four types get a little overzealous. They have much fun. It was real Martin driving too fast, or Aaron Fellows, or Alan Fellows is driving too slow. I don't know which one is happening, but Little Aaron is works on. See what we can do here. They have had a slight tap from behind from the 23. Hey, you think? Maybe a little? Just a wee bit. Gary doesn't have to see what Gary's going to say. Gary says anything about that. I really can't read Gary saying right here. Yeah, all you youngsters can't read cursive anyway. It's not cursive, Marco. He writes like a doctor. It's just chicken scratch. How do you think he can read it? No difference between that to racket and stacking. Waiting for Little Aaron Fellows to give us some consolation laps. See if we did not make fish before we do the final again. The golden lap over here. Don't forget, next Friday night here at the Claremont Motorsport Park is the return of $5 Friday thanks to Casella Waste Management on championship night. And the field Nothing shown to the rear. Let's see what happens. Area seems to be a busy place at this point in time. The tour type late models try to get their main event underway, you know, in an official sort of sense. No laps being shown on the scoreboard. That means 35 laps. Superman Aaron, fellows. Outside of him is, I believe that's it. Green flag. Time the old saying is not quite. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, the lights go on and the car moves. Yeah, it's the yellow flag. It's typical, you know. I mean, I live in Powwash County, believe it or not. Where in the world is that? It's awful cold up there. What is it, Canada? But you know, like if your car does not start in the morning, you take the yellow flag out of your parking spot. It just fires right up? Wave it above the car and no problem. You'll be on the road in a minute. Yeah, you know, I've heard that a few times from or yellow flag. It's just proven science. Stack ready to rock and roll. It's the fellows 1 and 2 into turns 3 and 4. It's Batman versus Superman live at the Claremont Motorsport Park. Green flag,
Craig Smith rounds out the top 5. If you have that ticket, pick up your winnings, $531 or so at the base of the tower. Aaron Fellows on a victory lap. He's going to park car number 29 in Country Fuels Victory Lane. Nick Adams already trackside. We'll send it downstairs, and the Atom Bomb will talk to our top 3.
All right, down here on the front stretch with our Tour Type late models, our 3rd place finisher. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jared Curtis. Jared, you just told me one-man band here this afternoon. Come out here and get this thing on the podium, 3rd place. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels real good. Yeah, I was at work this morning, and I was just like, Claremont's racing, the weather looks good. I left, off and load the car up, covered in dust. And I had to work on it all day, but it was a 3rd place car. It's hard to beat these 2 guys here. They're really good. But we'll take 3rd any day of the week.
Other than you for working your butt off all day on this car by yourself, who do you want to thank for helping get this thing out here?
Obviously, still got to thank my dad, my brother Chase. This is actually his car. I'm just running it. Got to thank Bandit Containers, JC Portable Storage, Snow Products, and Tow Bandit Trailers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 3rd place finisher, Jared Curtis. All right, our 2nd place finisher here in the front stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, Little Irish Stephen Donahue. Stephen, it's the tale of 2 guys here this year at the Claremont Motorsports Park in these cars. And it's time and time again, we've kind of proven the fact that whoever gets out front first is the one who's probably going to be able to drive away. How was the car?
That was good. We made actually a few changes today and got it a little bit better. Got a couple ideas to make it a little bit better, hopefully for next week. Yeah, it's definitely whoever gets out front first. Cars are so equal that it's hard to catch each other and definitely hard to pass each other. So he got out front and he was better tonight. And definitely going to be a good show next week for everybody. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Who do you want to thank for helping get this one credit union machine out here every week?
Yeah, I got to thank my dad. He helps a lot at the house. Justin Blakely, Justin Johnson, PT, my girlfriend Amber, Brian Jordan, One Credit Union, Kitchen Counters Inc., Lundgren Automotive, A&V Design, Front Lawn, Day Spa, Lowry's Auto Sales, Stone Service Station. All the fans are coming out. We'll be back next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2nd place finisher here in the Tour Time late models, Little Irish Stephen Donahue. I was going to interview him next to his car, but he already walked down here and made it easier. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here this evening in the Tour Time late model, Superman Aaron Fellows. Aaron, we'll do the walk and talk thing towards your car. You got out front, were able to hold it. It's been that way all year. It depends on which one of you's been able to get out front, and then it looks like that's the guy who's able to hold on to it. What does that do for you going into championship night next Friday?
Nothing. We're going to run the same way we have been. Steven's one tough customer. You know, he's a champion up to Thunder Road, and you don't get any better of a driver to win something up there. So I enjoy the challenge for next week. We're going to come give our best effort. Steven's a true blue racer. Him and I can race hard. And know in the end, we're both going to be happy with the results. One of us maybe not as much, but we're both going to run hard and know that he's not going to wreck me and I'm not going to wreck him. But I got to thank Speedway, Proceed Hydro Seating, La Valley Building Supply, Victor Brands Concrete, my crew for getting the car back together. Had a little mishap in the heat race, but I think next week's going to be a good one. Double points, so it's anybody's deal. So we'll come next week and give it our all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your winner here tonight in the Tour Type late model, Superman Aaron Fellows.
All right, from everybody here at the Claremont Motorsports Park, on behalf of General Manager Mike Parks, track owner Ben Pazowski, Chief Starter Chris Horton, everybody here, I want to say a big thank you for coming out on the Friday night into the lights. It was a pretty packed program. We were able to bang this one out nice and quick. Ladies and gentlemen, remember next Friday night, $5 Friday here, championship night presented by